What an honor it is for me to be here among you all. And what an honor it is to receive this award on behalf of my good friend, Jose Antonio Vargas. We all have stories to tell, and some of the stories are harder than others. 8 years ago, I was in this same room telling my story to a room full of reporters. And back in the day, 8 years ago, that was not the cool, sexy, or hot thing to do. However, I felt that it was needed. And since I was in high school, I started sharing my story because I knew that, one, I was not the only undocumented person in this country. And two, that by sharing my story, I was going to empower other people, but also find people that were going to be willing to help me to get to the next level. Telling stories and telling the truth and shining light into the shadows and the lives that we live is not necessarily easy. And those things come at a cost. For me, the cost was in 2006 when Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement came early one morning to look for me and detained me because here I was, an undocumented person, making noise. And so as they approached the door, the person that opened the door was my sister. And both my parents and my sisters were detained by Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement. And it was a huge prize that I had to take. I never thought that, one, immigration was going to come after me, and two, that they were going to detain and take away from me the most precious things that I had in my life, my family. But it was community, and it's also me bargaining with them and saying that I was not going to talk to the media anymore, that I was not going to tell people my status, that bargaining that I had to kind of do because I continue to talk to the media. And as a matter of fact, on Monday, I testified in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee. And I openly talked about my journey as an undocumented person, my family's struggle, and the need for immigration reform. And it was in 2010 when my friend Felipe Sosa Matos and his partner Juan Rodriguez and Carlos Roa, we embarked on a 1,500-mile walk from Miami to Washington, D.C. to bring to light our stories. And it was through that journey that I had the opportunity to meet Jose Antonio Vargas. I met Jose in 2011, right before his article was about to be published in the New York Times. And he was inspired by the youth and the people coming out and saying that we were undocumented, unafraid, and unashamed. He is one of the person that, I've been in this movement for 10 years. And there hasn't been one single person like Jose Antonio Vargas who has been able to bring this issue to where we're at today. It is because of him and hundreds of other courageous people that have told his story that we are in the eve of having an immigration reform bill passed in the Senate. And I do believe that we're going to get there and that President Obama will sign into law an immigration reform bill. I really believe in the passion that Jose has to tell a story, and what a great asset that he's a journalist. He's an award-winning journalist who has been able to really capture the hearts and minds of so many. And so his story to me, I know that has opened a lot of doors, and I'm proud that he is my friend. Also proud and thankful for this award that is being given to him, because I feel that it's not just that we're honoring him, but that we're honoring the hundreds of young people, the hundreds of thousands of people that have come out of the shadows into the light. And actually, there's some among us that were able to be here. And if you could please stand, our fearless dreamers. I know that we have one up in the balcony. And so in honoring Jose, you're honoring all of us, you're honoring our life, and you're moving the agenda forward. He couldn't be with us today, he's in San Diego, but he wanted to make sure that he sent a message to all of you and his things. So there's supposed to be a video that's going to come out. Thank you so much again, and it was a pleasure to be here and represent Jose.